All right, everyone, I think it is finally the time. Even though I've done one Christmas in July video so far, I went back to Hobby Lobby and found even more brand new Christmas. So I'm bringing you along with me today as we investigate all of the ornaments, some of the DIY items that will definitely be sold out later this season, and even some of the early decor items that I'm seeing them put out. So let's get into it. I will go ahead and remind you that the only sale going on at Hobby Lobby right now, other than their normal weekly sales, is on fall decor, which is 40% off. Christmas is not yet on sale and likely will not be well into September. So these are just some ideas. I'm going to go ahead and start today by talking about these gigantic wreath forms. $11.99 for the small one and $39.99 for the large one. Now I'm going to show you, you've got a lot of bristles. And what industry people call these are like a working base, right? This is not supposed to be just a simple wreath. You're supposed to be able to add things to this. But I want to show you the construction on this one specifically and why this $11.99 is well worth the price. As you can see, this is essentially two wreaths mounted into one, which gives it that ultra full appearance. Thank you to Ramon at home for teaching me that. Okay, next up are these beautiful little fake trees. Again, I feel like once those go on sale, that is a great price point for a really realistic tree. Same with all these cute little tiny signs. I think these would be perfect for a tiered tray. However, ones like this Joy one, that's $7.99. I think if you have the right tools, you could easily DIY that at home for much, much less. Next up, $12.99 for these. They look like canvas, but they're wood signs. We already saw this one, so we're looking at it again. And as you can see, this is just a piece of 2x4 cut apart with some words on top of it. You could easily DIY that for much less. I love this Gingerbread Village sign. I think that one's really, really cute, and $20 is a fair price for it. Now, I love this little stack of logs, however, or sticks. I would just DIY that myself using nature and maybe some glitter and some fake snow. This nativity straw for $3 makes me laugh because this is pretty much what my horse's stalls look like after a long night. So if anyone wants it cheaper, I'll bag it up to you and ship it to you. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. Okay, these little mini faux flock trees as well, $5 for, you guys can't tell, that's about 12 inches. Oh, I almost dropped the camera. I'm sorry to everybody for the vertigo that just came from that. Okay, I love this garland. I was surprised. For $4, you get 30 feet. I think I might buy this and actually use it instead of buying the garland ties this year because I can just cut it apart. I also love these little tiny mini garland strings. And as you can see, I don't think those are garland strings. I think those are rings, but one was cheaper than the other for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Now, I pointed this out in the last video, but I love these little tiny berry ties. I think those would be great for making garlands with. But it makes me laugh that people buy pumpkins, pine cones, because you can just go outside if you live near pine trees, but I understand not everyone does. These mini wreaths for $4.99 I think are incredibly well priced, and then these larger ones for $5.99 for 4. I feel like, especially if you're an ornament maker, that is a great value, especially once they go on sale. Now, they're bringing out even more new picks. They didn't have them all out yet, but I thought this wide variety of these little snowmen was awesome. I could see someone using lots of these to make a series of ornaments or a series of wreaths that match, especially if your winter decor is heavily involving snowmen or like winter wonderland themes. So I could see those actually carrying through winter. Now, this is probably the most realistic pine pick I have ever seen. I am blown away. This literally looks like a real straight off the tree pine piece. The ornaments are out. I think that these are so beautiful. They did such a great job this year on all of these different ornament collections. They do have some repeats from previous years. These galvanized ones, though, for that $5 price point, I think are extremely fair. And I love all the different little variations of the galvanized ornaments. Sorry I say so much. I think that this entire collection, especially these cookie cutter style ornaments, are so sweet. I'm sure you could DIY these, but the price is fair, especially once it goes on sale later this season. And even though I'm not a fan of the gingham, the buffalo check, I think that these are really beautifully well done. And I think that if they would be a talking point for your tree. People will ask you, where did you get that? Same with these tobacco tray cows and those little pie pan, have yourself a merry little Christmas. I think that those are absolutely beautiful. Now, in a complete change of plans, these ones are on the next wall, and they are definitely more of the funky category with the foods and the gumdrops, the gumball machines. We've got a little touch of snowmen. I need more coffee, my goodness. And I am just overwhelmed by the amount. I always am. I never know where to start. I love how they always have some vintage or classic style Christmas ornaments for the traditionalists. I think these are all really, really beautiful. I will say, I think my favorite of that collection definitely have to be the vintage Santas. I thought this rocking chair was really cute. I saw this in several different colors and varieties. Ooh, I saw a barn. How stinking adorable is that? I will likely have to purchase one of those once they go on sale. I also love the different varieties of bells. I also love these little ones with the pig, and you'll see its counterpart, the cow, here in a minute. I love that style. I think those are so cute. I love the little rusted iron looking nativity. I love pretty much anything in that rusted or beat metal style rather than the galvanized, because the galvanized just doesn't really match my personal decor. This canoe bear made me laugh because my mom has lots of ornaments like him. Now, the next grouping are more of your winter wonderland theme, and a lot of these I feel like are repeats. This Santa is different. I've never seen him before. I really love him. Again, I know a lot of people will be decorating in the neutral palettes, and I feel like a winter wonderland theme really lends itself to a neutral palette. Now, I personally find a lot of the Western ornaments to be maybe a little gaudy, a little generic. And that's my personal opinion, but I've also seen people decorate their trees with this style of ornament, and they are absolutely beautiful. So I think it really comes down to the decorator and their personal style. I like the horse with the turquoise accent, and then I love these leather horses. I think that that's really, really fun. Now, I love these globes that say joy to the world. They're very vintage looking. I think that that's stunning. I think that would go with any sort of decor style or palette. Of course, because Hobby Lobby is a religiously owned store, most of their ornament decor does come back to the reason for the season. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. Yep, that was a 12 gauge cap wreath. Again, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I love all these sports ornaments, and then I love all these ones dedicated to teachers, but this nurse one I think was absolutely precious. Now, they have lots of animal and pet ornaments. I love all the different dino ornaments. My stepdaughter has quite the collection of dinosaur ornaments, actually. I also love all of these little gendered ornaments. These are great for baby's first Christmas and all those things, and those are items that people truly do keep forever. Now, next up, I love all these gingerbread theme, the cookies and all that, and then these nutcrackers with their sweet treats. I think that's always a fun theme, but how cute is this ice cream that looks like it's melting? I love that one. I think that'd be cute to just get for a tier tray and put away until next summer, quite honestly. Now, I know some people hate the gnomes, and for that I apologize. I personally love the gnomes. I love the stories of the Tomten and the Nisa, and for Scandinavians, we have a special spot in our hearts for gnomes, so I love seeing lots of gnome ornaments in all their different varieties. So if that's not your thing, that's okay. Just leave more for the rest of us. Lots of gnomes. My goodness. Christmas wishes and gnome kisses. I don't think I'd want a kiss from a gnome. Here's a sneak peek at some of the Robert Stanley collections that they'll be bringing out. $30 feels pretty fair for the amount of ornaments. And speaking of Robert Stanley, how beautiful are all of this, again, very glitzy collection. Now, I know styles like this, a lot of people like to DIY for way less than $10. I love this mushroom as well. I think that one's really cute and fun. I love when people do a really glitzy decor style and then there's something really unexpected like a random mushroom in the tree. There is a creator on YouTube, and I will have to try to remember her name, but I love her Christmas decor videos every year. She decorates professionally, and if I can remember who it is, I will have to link it for you guys to see her glitz style. I don't decorate in a glitz style, but I think her work is absolutely beautiful. and those ornaments reminded me of her. Now we've got lots of sports ornaments and lots of your traditionally just kind of funky ornaments. This Bob Ross made me laugh. I thought he was funny. Same with the football Santa. We don't really watch football in our house, but if that's your thing, I think that'd be a fun addition to the tree. A lot of these are repeats, but these balloons I thought were something brand new. I've never seen those before. Same with the tiger heads and the really over-the-top flamingos. I'm kind of over the unicorn trend, though, myself. Now, lastly, I just want to point this out. If you are an ornament maker, that is a pack of 24 for $20, which beats Dollar Tree. So go ahead and get stocked up now for your upcoming craft shows.